Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So Kabam June stream just ended and it actually was a very informative stream because in my opinion whenever Kabam John comes on the stream we actually do get to know some useful and interesting information, and even though it started a bit slow with the recap of the stuff that we already know in regards of the side quest and the showcases of the new champions, and we have seen the full deep dive by now, all of that is down due to the stream being rescheduled, but there was still a ton of useful info. Therefore I'm actually very excited to make this video for you guys right now, because there's a lot of things that we didn't know. Obviously it started with a tribute to Kabam Mike and Rob, who have left. It did feel like a bit somber mood initially, but then we switched on to the new content and the new champions. Also the fact that there is a leader league coming around. Beta Ray Bill got officially confirmed at end of the stream as the double track champion. So everybody who buys platinum track will be able to get a 7-star Beta Ray Bill guaranteed, just like it happened with Morbius. It is going to be a 3-month long event starting in June, so look forward to more information on that as well. But let's get cracking to the more important things. Now, first things first, Kabam actually admitted to some of their errors in the first saga, and therefore they have attempted to make the second saga more simple, more approachable, and more clear for players, which is something that I have been harping on for a while. That the game is getting far too complicated with it having evolved that much over time, and we need more simple side quests, we need more simple event quests, and hopefully Kabam's actually taking some of that to heart, because even for me it's getting kind of like a bit dizzying to completely keep myself on top of things. Obviously some of that has to do with my personal life, but I imagine how hard it is for somebody who is less committed to the game in general. So it must be, you know, a full-time type of thing. You always need to be consistently in it and thinking, and I just don't think that mobile games should be that way or as demanding as it currently is. So then we talked a bit about Murder Worlds and how they are going to express themselves, and got to see some cool art. Discuss the defensive and offensive tactics, which Kabam feels a lot more confident in than they, looking back at, reflected at X Magica and how many people didn't like it. Hopefully this is going to be much more fun out of the gate, but there's going to be a thing that we definitely need to talk about Kabam now kind of retreating on a lot of things that we have discussed that could have been avoided with a little bit of testing and feedback. We can cover that in a moment. So here, yet again, we can take a look at the offensive champions, which will be skill and cosmic class. Some very good ones, some less so. I will be making a video about, you know, the rank up gems and sig stones, which champions are like the best targets for that, obviously, because the quality of champions with these sagas is going to be vastly different. You cannot compare a champion like Daredevil Hell's Kitchen overall to a champion like Valkyrie, for instance, or potentially even Crossbones or Black Cat. So there's a very, very vast difference in the overall meta usefulness of these champions, especially in the long term, because all of these champions might work fine while the sagas are on, but the rank ups stay with you forever. And the same thing with defense. You know, there's Red Goblin on there and there's Shocker. Which one of those is more valuable investment? So I'm definitely going to be making a separate video discussing all of that very shortly as well. So arcade games side quests, updated rewards, much simpler designs, which is something that I'm personally all for. Side quests have been getting way out of control. I'm happy Kabam is doing that. Featured champ chase, collect Magnetron crystals in order to chase CMM. Now, here I'm going to be brutally honest. I think CMM is a poor choice for a chase champion. I think her kit is already kind of outdated and her time has passed. She's a champion that pretty much demands you to have a relatively high sig and definitely wants to have Nick Fury synergy. Neither one of these things will be available for vast majority of the players, vast majority of the time, considering that we primarily, you know, focus on champions for Battlegrounds and Alliance War, and those are the priority rank ups in most cases, because those are typically the best champions in the game in general. Of course, there are CMM fans, as I made a poll on my stream. 30% of the people are actually excited for this. And we're going to be chasing CMM by opening crystals. So in order to get all the milestones, you'll need to open 100 Magnetron crystals. You're going to get different rewards along the way, as in 5 and 6 star Captain Marvel movie, 3 to 4 rank up gem, 6 star 4 to 5 rank up gem, 7 star 1 to 2 rank up gem, and then 7 star Captain Marvel movie. Now, however, before this gets out of hand, you can acquire all of this as a free-to-play player as well, because, well, we have the splits here. Over the course of 3 months, you can open more than enough of these crystals without paying a single thing. So if you want it quicker, that's fine. You can get that done. But even as a free-to-play player, overall, over time, you will be able to get enough crystals with 4 crystals to spare and get yourself a 7-star CMM. So you can have June meta event store, and this is going to be the side event, July side event, August side event, additional events, double track, which is the gold one, which is everybody getting for free. You're going to get some in Battlegrounds, solo objectives that reset every 2 days, and incursions as well. And now we have Alliance War Encounter Showcase 2. The first one was a bit of a disaster. Realistically, the first one probably scared away a ton of people from Alliance War. The Kabam seems to have learned some from that, and they are reducing in difficulty some amount, and they are highlighting and reinforcing the Saga, not just AW tactic and metas. So notable changes: new summoner beneficial modes, nodes that simulate war boosts, like White Magneto or Pre-Fight or Invulnerability boost, which is a welcome addition because it does make it more Alliance War-alike. Avoidance of some of the toughest defenders like Serpent, Killmonger, Bullseye, so on and so forth. And ours also reduced energy cost and increased rewards. So hopefully the Take 2 with the Alliance War Showcase is going to be much more fruitful and enjoyable for many players. It often happens. Kabam often releases something without testing anything at all, and then they make the changes. These are literally addressing vast majority of the issues most people had. If I think that the first Alliance War Encounter Showcase was effectively a net negative for Kabam, because it genuinely pissed people off more than it, made them excited for the reward. And it scared away a lot of people from Alliance War, probably. And hopefully the second one is much, much better received. Moving on, we're going to have Saga Incursions again, but it will be changed again. So it'll only be 15 zones. Same node profile as existing Sector 6, slightly increased defender attack and health. Effect is slightly more difficult than the current zones 1 to 15, but much, much easier than it used to be from 1 to 25. So overall, the difficulty has gone down a significant amount in order to do the Saga Incursions. Number of nodes are being reworked to scale off attacker rather than defender health, which is going to make it easier as well. Removal of some of the more limiting nodes, removal of some of the gap stop defenders, effectively hard stop defenders, removal of the deathless piece, and Mysterium crystals in the first 10 zones. So there you go, Magnetron crystals in the first 10 zones, but no deathless piece here as well for now. So again, it seems like Kabam is taking some feedback, which is welcome. Hopefully they get the right balance on these things sooner rather than later. We will also be getting Raids update, which is going to include new bosses, new role boosts, bigger role pools, and new boost mechanics. Dot champions are getting some more love, updated rank rewards, and added Valiant loot drops, which means better rewards, but also raids will yet again become slightly harder. Number one, because now we had gotten used to the bosses, and we kind of blitz through them, and it's going to become slightly harder, but with better rewards. Again, I just hope Kabam finds a right balance for all of that. And then we're going to get more Battlegrounds changes as well for Season 19. Saga Chase moved to objectives in Season 19. Deathless Piece will still remain in Victory Track, but there will be more major changes coming to the Victory Track with the upcoming season, which we're going to see full details of later. Kind of know the change to the medal system. There will be more rewards in Battlegrounds Victory Track as well. So definitely looking forward to an update on Battlegrounds. We have Deathless Vision information. So these are all the pieces and how we're going to get them. So from in-game message, Battleground Season 19 Victory Track completion, Alliance War Encounter Showcase 2, Spring of Sorrow solo event, and also new concept Everest quest, which is the most hyped thing in August. Everest content has always been kind of like something that I absolutely enjoy and thrive for and thrive in. And I definitely very much so look forward to the new Everest quest. Also, this is probably one of the bigger pieces of news that we get from this live stream, is that there will be a new Everest piece of content in August. Very much so look forward to it as well. And then Alliance War Encounter Showcase is going to be for the month of July, as it turns out, not this month. And here we go. So we see that. There's this final bit, is that Beta Ray Bill is definitely coming to the contest. We actually have his art here, as we can see. And we're going to get him in 3 months' time from now. If we are in June, then it's going to be what? September, October, we're going to be getting Beta Ray Bill. So it's going to start on June the 7th, 3 months event, not 3 1 month long events. Gold track for everybody, plat track for purchase. If you purchase platinum track via web store, you get extra units, basically, extra plat pool crystals. Weekly boost event allows you to catch up on days, and twice per week on plat pass holders. Also complete all 3 months, get Beta Ray Bill. That is it. That is the Kaban stream summary. Overall, very informative, very good stream, and some very, very exciting and hype changes coming to the game in near future. So I'm actually very happy that I managed to catch this one. Let me know what you guys think, and I am going to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about